Years ago, my great-grandfather owned and operated a small dairy farm that he passed down to his daughter and his son-in-law. My grandfather, having a different vision, enlarged and diversified the farm. His operation, raising cattle and producing corn and cotton, brought the farm to where it is today, which is in my father's hands. We as a family now raise Charlotte and commercial cattle, have timber, and have been in the poultry business for 30 years. Over the years, this farm has changed and grown. It has seen hot, dry summers and harsh, cold winters, but it is one thing that my family has never ceased to be passionate about, which leads me to something that should not only be important to me and my family, but also to all farmers and ranchers across our state and nation. It doesn't matter if you're a young individual aspiring to make farming your career, trying to handle the capital investment involved in getting into farming or ranching, if you're a middle-aged individual in the prime of your life operating and managing a successful farming operation, or if you're an older individual nearing retirement age and wondering how your farming operation could continue to the next generation. Succession is something we should all think about, which is why I would like to address the ways the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation can help farmers of all ages build, maintain, and pass on their farming operation to the next generation. Success is embedded in the word succession for a reason. Short-term success can come and go, but long-term success over the generations takes proper planning. Neglecting to plan is unforgivable. We know that without proper planning, most family-owned businesses will fail in transition from one generation to the next. In fact, 70% will fail to transition from the first to the second generation. Out of those that survive, 90% will fail to transition to a third generation. And out of the few remaining, 96% will not make it to a fourth generation. I want to be an active part in making sure my family farm beats those odds. Based on these statistics, it is necessary that Farm Bureau take a leadership role in succession planning for our farmers and ranchers. By doing so, they will help ensure an adequate supply of food and fiber for future generations. First and foremost, Farm Bureau must continue their lobbying efforts on both the state and the national level to ensure that inheritance tax rates are fair and not prohibitive to passing on the farm to the next generation. Farm Bureau needs to assume the role of educators for our farmers and ranchers by providing the tools necessary to make them successful in the transition process. Farm Bureau can utilize outlets for young farmers through groups like the Young Farmers and Ranchers. They can also reach all ages by putting on statewide seminars to show the different plans and options available for succession. These seminars can familiarize farmers with the process of succession and its importance. Farm Bureau can also coordinate with other organizations such as the LSU Ag Center to make sure that farmers are provided with current and pertinent information. Our local Farm Bureau offices could keep pamphlets or other information on succession planning available for farmers. Farm Bureau can encourage farmers to start thinking about succession at an early age. However, they cannot accomplish anything without the support of their farmers. This means the old farmers must be willing to prepare the young farmer for leadership on the farm. They must actually be willing to prepare the farm to transition to the next generation. Also, young farmers must be willing to step up and assume responsibility as the farm is being transitioned over. They must be willing to work with the older farmer on succession and to learn the business of farming and what that entails. The main idea of succession is that it must be worked through together. Without communication and understanding of each other's wants and needs, it is not possible. It is important to know that the planning process is more important than the actual documents. Farmers need to have a clear vision of where the business needs to go, what it will take to get there, and what could go wrong. Succession planning is not just meetings and signing papers. It is anticipating the future and noticing problems before they occur. The success of a family business requires not only a shared vision, but also a strong set of common values. As families expand and grow older, goals and values become more diverse. In order for a business to continue to be successful, each generation needs to bring new ideas to adapt the operation to the changes in the economy. The key to succession planning is leaving a legacy of leadership for the younger generation. It is teaching the younger generation how to adapt to and capitalize on change. With Farm Bureau's help, the necessary information and tools on succession planning can be made more readily available for farmers. It all comes down to what we as farmers want to leave the next generation. Obstacles or opportunities. I am thankful my family has begun the process of continuing our farm onto a fourth generation. As more farmers learn about succession planning and its importance, we can expect to have more family farms continue from one generation to the next. What about your farm? Will it be a failing statistic or will it continue on to the next generation?